favour, can you help? Hello and welcome to Damn It Vacant. It is Wrestlemania week and we are back after a couple of weeks of illness, hard drive crashes. Well, technically we were back yesterday because the RPD episode came out. Go listen to that.
No.
Fucking RPD episode. OPW review episode.
The OPW review episode came out yesterday.
Yes,
I did,
go
yep.
listen to that.
Yeah, if you haven't, go listen to that one. It's good. Yeah, we're back. It was mostly my fault. My hard drive exploded and I've had to buy a new one. And what, buy a kidney, mostly soiled, but, got a good couple of months in it, probably.
Your kidneys have some good use. I'm not.
Sarsons have showed some interest, yes.
And good to have you back as well, John, because we did actually record an episode, but it got lost.
Yeah, I believe so. The whole podcast just falls apart when I'm not there.
Pretty much, yeah. You are the glue that binds the House of Cards together.
The glue that keeps us imprisoned in this podcast we do further.
The spectral stealth boat that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been. I mean, the time off's been nice. I've used my time well.
What you been buying?
No, I've invented like a reverse brunch. So you have it between like your tea and supper. It's mostly just hula hoops at the moment, but I'm expanding with other stuff, dairy triangles, things like that. You see,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping that someone will
You've
adopt
invented
it.
snacking.
Wimpy,
is that what
maybe.
you're saying?
No, it's a specific time. 8:00 is. I haven't thought of a cool name for it yet because, like, again, it's a north-south thing because you call it tea and we call it lunch and that's all that, dinner. But yeah, I'm thinking of just anti-brunch or reverse brunch. But,
Wouldn't that be where you like
vomit up
vomit
avocados?
Yeah.
No. It's the anti one. It's the opposite side of the day. It's like 11s, but 11s at night.
11's after dark.
Yeah, like you can have after. Oh, I can have after 8. They're allowed. I don't know. It's not a well thought out strategy. I've been working on it. I've been, pitching it. Dragon's Den have showed interest. That's a lie. They haven't.
It's the actual Den of Dragons in your D&D game.
No. Oh, but crossplay for Baldur's Gate is out.
Okay.
Is that? Yeah. Because I finally updated all the patches and shit because I've not played it in ages. No, so I've been playing my Tavern Sim thing.
I didn't really get on with Baldur's Gate, so maybe playing it co-op would help.
Eh.
I'm the only person on the planet who doesn't seem to like Baldur's Gate 3, but...
No, I've no other people. I think, if you play with other people, it's more fun. If you've never played D&D before, it's a lot to get your head around.
I've never played D&D before, so it was
why
just
you don't
deeply
get it
confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to keep track of.
that's
Whereas
right.
if you're playing with other people, let's not get into that. But yeah,
It's like you press a button and three or four skill wheels open. It's like we're going to explain none of this. And he's like, huh? What?
yeah, you think there would be anyway. This is not that. Yeah, I'm playing that and Fields of Mystria, which is basically Stardew Valley, but slightly different. I'm currently trying to woo the mayor by keep giving a cake, and it's going well. It's how I won Harvard. Why wouldn't that work in a digital format?
Good, not realistic, yeah.
Oh, I'm playing at South of Midnight. That's very good as well. Like a fun Gears of War type, not Gears of War, God of War type adventure-y fighting thing. But it's all set in the American Deep South, and you're fighting like cryptids and things. It's very good. The soundtrack's tremendous. I've been getting into like American Gothic sort of country and Western music, and because this is what happens. I get very obsessed with things.
About a week and then move on. Yeah.
No. This has been going on for a while now, with the American Gothic stuff because it's just sad cowboy music you can drink alone to. Like it's good. Yeah.
I've been playing the Tomb Raider 1 to 3 collection and realizing that it's very important to save in those games.
Hit F5 a lot. Yeah. You're
having a good time, you've got loads of health, and then you just press the wrong button and fall off a cliff and die.
Yep, that's it.
45 minutes of progress you've not saved.
That's the world we used to live in.
Yeah.
You don't know how easy you've got it today, kids. Yeah. Having to write down a 32 code thing so you could start a game from roughly where you started last time.
Yeah,
and you wrote one of them down wrong.
Having any form of saving at all was a luxury back in the day.
Yeah, you see. And now, saves everything for you. You've got save states on old games, which is cheating. Someone, mate of mine, bizzed through all the Zelda games in like a day using save states. I'm like, well, that's not a challenge then, is it? It's cheating. There's no skill required.
Oh no, save states is a good man. Like if you tried playing some of those games without him, it's I don't have time anymore.
The rose tinted Spectrum guy on Twitter playing through old Spectrum games that are just janky and broken, and I wouldn't bother, but for the content, you've got to do it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing anyway.
I went to see Minecraft today with the kids. That was an experience.
Was it? Was it a good experience? I'm going to guess no.
I've never been in a cinema where there's just polite rounds of clapping like New Japan in COVID.
For what?
When somebody said something, or when
there was like a reference to the game. Okay.
Yeah, there's just rounds of applause for certain parts. For example, when Jack Black goes, "I'm Steve."
I understand that reference.
Crafting table. I was like, okay.
They can't hear you. It's not live.
And then there was obviously the trending
chicken jockey
thing.
I don't want to live on this world anymore.
The first time I've been in a cinema where there's a message that comes up before about it, and it says, "We want you to enjoy the film. Please don't throw your food and drink because people have been doing that."
In the cinema, you know how expensive it is.
But we encourage you to shout "chicken jockey" as much as you want, and then obviously everyone started going "chicken jockey, chicken jockey."
I don't know what any of this is. Thankfully, I played Minecraft. I enjoyed Minecraft.
A zombie riding a chicken in a wrestling ring.
All right, sweet, whatever that means. Yeah,
I remember when Minecraft came out.
I sunk so much time into Minecraft. Yeah,
I played it for quite a while at the alpha, and then it was like, okay, I'm done with that now. And then I turned around, and it became the biggest thing on the planet.
Yeah. Old remember things.
It was just a bizarre experience.
Yeah, it's kind of like a children's version of the Rocky Horror. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yeah. That's all interactive. When you go and watch
the Room. Interactive way.
When you go and watch the Tommy Wiseau The Room, that's all people throw spoons when the picture of the spoon is on the bedside table. And stuff.
No, I knew what you meant interactive wise, yes.
I'm not saying we dress the children up as like Frankenfurter and stuff, because that's
let's not
getting that out of the way.
Yeah.
Right. Before I get
clarifying.
A knock on the door. I got Bolton. I'm taking two of my friends to their first ever wrestling show. We're going to Bolton Town Wrestling on Friday for Eastermania. It's going to be good. They're genuinely quite excited about it. I don't know what they're expecting, and I don't think it's going to be what they expect.
It's never what you expect.
But I just said, yeah, it's ridiculous. I said, it's the thing of, yeah, it's ridiculous, and it's silly, and it's stupid, but you just go with it, and you'll have the best fun. You'll have the most fun time ever, and it'll be great. And then you find one person that you like, and you latch onto them, and that's that forever. Yeah.
Home around the country, go to all the different shows.
Yep.
Stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
It's a bizarro world, but it's wonderful.
I said, she's like, I'm not going to touch the wrestlers. I was like, no, it's not compulsory. Also, we don't sit on the front row at Bolton because that's for the kids and that. Like, and that old man who's there as well. But we like the old man because he's nice. But yeah, you get a table so you can get your drinks piled on it. Because
Nice. Hopefully they'll get hooked. It is a crazy. I was listening to obviously it's Mania. Seth's been doing quite a lot of interviews, and he said something I've never ever considered. So if you saw him out in the street, what would you call him?
Sorry, what?
If you went up to him and said his name, what would you call him?
Well, I would say Seth.
Yeah.
Right. So they were talking about writing, like the writing team, and he said what we do in like the entertainment and it's sports is entertainment is unlike anything else, because if you see George Clooney in the street, you don't go, "Hey, Danny Ocean." He said, but when you see us, they say our character's name. No one comes up and says, "Hey, Colby," which is his actual name.
Yeah, but no.
But if he was called Danny Ocean every film he was in, you might.
Yeah.
Might do. Yeah, I get that. But he was just saying there's no other kind of form of entertainment-y thing where you go up and just call them.
Yeah,
I'd say soap opera people. Like there was a free Deirdre campaign and shit. Like
I remember that.
Yeah, I think it's things that play on an emotional level more so than that, and things that people do for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, he was saying the hard thing about writing is you're writing for the character, but also that it's the person. The person is the character as well.
Yeah.
Representing them both. Yeah.
No, I get it, but yeah, it's the thing of. Like, if you bumped into I can't remember the guy's name, but if you, like, Captain Mannering, I'd probably call him Captain Mannering because I don't know him in anything else. Like,
yeah. The Rock's kind of funny, right? Because he's still called The Rock, despite crossing over into being an actor.
That's what his socials are called.
Yeah, using both sides of the coin, though, isn't it? Yeah.
It's Rubik's Cube post.
No.
You know, it's caused quite a stir for no apparent reason. He put a video of him basically just staring at a Rubik's Cube and playing it, but he's wearing a New Japan shirt, and it's just set everybody going off mental on both sides of the tribalism, just going nuts about it.
Well, they need someone.
They really do. Yeah.
assume we'll get into that. Shall we get going then? We got predictos to do.
Well, because we lost an episode and because John wasn't here, I can reuse Ian Skinner facts. See?
Oh, you can.
Yay!
Yeah. So,
Oh, good, isn't it?
Ian was asked to appear on this year's Strictly Come Dancing, but was politely turned down when he refused to dance to their usual waltzes, rumbas, and cha-cha-chas, instead suggesting they dance the dances he had made up, such as the Battleship Potemkin, the Tiny Pie Household, and the Lou Diamond Phillips Corduroy Explosion. The secret to Ian's luscious mane of hair is not only shampoo and conditioner, but also soy sauce, creosote, VO5 hot oil, VO5 cold oil, refined essence of Barnes Wallis, VO5 lukewarm oil, and the sweat from Angus Dayton's forehead. Ian can photosynthesize, but only when he's having his picture taken near an electric keyboard. And Ian once came second in a Danny Minogue lookalike contest, losing out to legendary actor Rutger Hauer, who had only stumbled into the event thinking it was an all-you-can-eat corn-on-the-cob restaurant. More of those next week.
Jones. Jones. Jones.
I'm still not totally well, but that made me laugh.
Loved corn-on-the-cob Rutger Hauer. It's what killed him in the
Oh,
end.
no. For...
Yeah. If he's dead. I don't know, actually.
Oh,
I didn't bother to check. I think he is.
You heard it here first.
I don't think you did. It feels very Alan Partridge, this. Let's move on.
Yeah. Start with our massive injury roundup. Kevin Owens, probably the biggest one because it's going to miss Wrestlemania because of it. He's been sidelined from action, required neck surgery. There's been reports his surgery already took place, but Sean Sapp's confirmed it hasn't taken place yet. Those at Fightful spoke to in WWE aren't expecting him back in 2025, and it's quite possible he misses next year's Mania as well.
Jeez.
Yeah. No, it's not an official timetable, it's just what Fightful have got from sources in WWE.
Seen some interviews he did, and one was clearly done before it, because he starts off saying, given all the shit I've done, I should have had serious injuries by now. I was like, oh
no.
The other one was on the day that he announced it, and I felt for him a bit, because he said he was really pissed off that it had been leaked, and he said he was like, they took away my opportunity to go out on SmackDown and tell people myself. A lot of people pick that up as though he's criticising the dirt sheets. If you actually listen to it, he's kind of criticising the office stuff. He said it was between only a few people, and he'd said this is going to get leaked, and they're like, no, it won't. He said, and obviously some people in the office have found out and then reported it, and dirt sheets are just doing the job, really, aren't they? But somebody from PWI, I think it was, has actually apologised to him and said, I'm really sorry, because never really considered it from that point of view.
That's nice.
Taking that away, but no.
He got a journalism.
He said he got it in a random tag match on TV, doing a move he's done most of the time. So it was not the Cody Rhodes ladder match. It was not the match with Sammy. It was just it was a net breaker or something like that.
Again, 90% of the time it's something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I mean,
no,
that's just how it works. Because that ladder match was basically embedded into a ladder. Somehow fine.
So it happened.
Put some stuff right.
It had happened before them matches.
Yeah.
So we went into them matches with it.
What?
No,
it happened at the start of January. But he said he didn't. No one realised how bad it was because he'd had a check and everything was fine. He remembered feeling it after this match, but he had more checks and he was fine. And then he said it was after it was just after that he found out something was wrong. But he wrestled them matches with it. It's sad because obviously he had a big match with Randy, and I could tell it was bad because when he came out and said it, we were all like, "Oh, Randy's going to come out and punt him," and then that writes him off TV. They
didn't even do that. Yeah,
Randy was almost crying when he came out. He kind of nodded at him and gave him a sign of respect. So I was like, "Oh yeah, he's pretty bad."
Yeah, if they're not gonna write you off, then it must be very bad.
So get well soon.
Yeah, the rest are AEW ones.
Yeah, they've had a bug, haven't they? Injury bug.
Jay White was injured due to an attack from the Death Riders, supposedly, but obviously to knock him out of the Owen Hart tournament. But that's obviously a legitimate injury, and we create a storyline to explain it. He's expected to undergo surgery. Fightful, this might be a bit old actually. I'm not double checked to confirm
injuries. It's his hand, isn't it? I thought it was his hand.
Yeah, I've got this.
Yeah,
I didn't double check for update. So yeah, it would be his hand then, if that's what you said.
Too much stabbing.
With a switchblade. Yep. Orange Cassidy's out with a torn pectoral muscle. Expect to keep it out of action for quite some time if it's as bad as it's appeared. Pac last week was in match with Swerve, and I'm not sure how
it got stopped, didn't it? Basically.
Well, they just ended it and they just did the finish straight away.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you could see he wasn't right.
Yeah.
Because it's Pac. Like, you could drop a piano on that man and he'd get up. But, yeah.
Or Looney Tunes style. Yep. He's not going to be taking part in the Death Riders trios match. So I think Mox is going to step in, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I believe that's the plan. Which is, I'm pretty sure they've stopped people doing that before. So that's unfortunate.
Free bird rule, innit? Yeah, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't Jay White and all have to drop him?
Yeah.
Because
I think
of reasons. Listen,
was,
lady. It doesn't have to make sense. Cartoons don't have to be 100% realistic, Homer. Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, Mark Davis. He had an injury during his match for Hobbs, and that was brought to an end earlier than it was supposed to. AEW hope he only sidelined for 4 to 8 weeks. Sources in AEW Fightful spoke to. It felt horrible for Davis, noting how hard he worked to return from his injury.
He's only just come back. Yeah, I was very excited.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll do this one just because it's New Japan.
Fresh news.
Yeah, Naito and Bushi are leaving New Japan. I remember seeing this. April 1st, there was a Tokyo Sport report saying Naito was working without a contract, and everyone was kind of like, a bit of a weird prank. April Fool's, but okay. And then, Fightful confirmed it was legit. They say Naito has been exploring his options over the last month. He's battled injuries the last couple of years that affected his in-ring work, but has remained a draw for New Japan.
The man's held together with good fortune, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely, but he's still like massively popular in New Japan.
Yeah, I know, but he can't go on forever.
No. I'm kind of surprised he's going anywhere. I can't envision him outside of New Japan, but so there's a number of New Japan talent who haven't signed new deals and have continued working with the company. I think TJP is one of them as well. I think I've mentioned that somewhere. WWE had been interested in Naito back in 2018, but claimed he turned down the offer. Fightful were told Naito isn't expected to come to AEW. He's going to finish up in New Japan in early May, so last match is 4th of May, and Fightful were told he could be back. Bushi, his fellow LIJ stablemate, is leaving at his own request and New Japan say after his own request and after careful consideration, New Japan has come to terms with the departure of Bushi following his current scheduled appearances ending on May 4th. So that's a lot of LIJ gone. I have 2 New Japan shirts. One is a Gloves of Destiny one. They've gone. The other one is LIJ. And that's half of them gone. I think I might be cursed.
Yeah.
So New Japan are really
Cobbs last weekend as well.
They've got younger people, but they've not done nothing to build them up to this level. And all the people that were on their way there have gone, I can get more for less dropped on my neck, innit?
Yeah. Cobb's the other one I've not mentioned.
Yeah.
This weekend, isn't it? Last night.
Yeah, he's
They chuck a load of belts at him though.
Yeah, he was like a tag team champion.
And then he went, still going.
He's got the contract for a while, apparently. I think he's been on WWE internal roster for a
while now, yeah. New Japan, I can't stress this enough. Let people have contracts. You can't work on the honor system anymore. Like, you need to get this shit locked down because you're going to have nobody left. Just going to be evil left. And John will be happy.
Yeah, I've gone full circle on that. Evil's the best.
Yes, I know. We all know. But again, it's just going to be him on his own. Like, at this point.
Oh, wait, hang on. Who joined House of Torture recently? Someone did. It made me laugh.
Christ.
Was it Sonada?
Yeah, let's say it is.
Yeah, Sonada turned on Bullet Club and joined House of Torture.
Why not?
Which is funny because he's Evil's old tag team partner back in LIJ.
Yeah, it's...
Yep.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not? Nothing matters anymore. What even is life? Never matter.
More contract stuff. Right, May. Fightful recently reported that May is in her contract year. She will get interest from everywhere, you would imagine. Wrestling Observer noted people close to her believe WWE is always the goal, and people in AEW also expect her to go there. Fightful spoken to sources since the start of this being reported and claimed she's been wise and maximising her leverage and negotiating power, and AEW hopes to retain her. From what Fightful have been told throughout the entire process, they've not heard of her being at any AEW show since Revolution. She's not listed internally for anything as it relates to WWE, and the company has an internal roster page that, as you just said, Jeff Cobb has been on for a month. May's got a number of months left on her deal, at the very least. The biggest surprise amongst those Fightful spoke with was the possibility that May was on a deal of this length in the first place.
From what I was reading before, it's still got 6 months left on it. Like,
yeah, that's what I said.
And again, it's like, it's because AEW's got a thing tonight, isn't it? It's, today's the day they beat WCW's run. And so let's just chuck out some shit about them. Any old shit in it, it's the same as the pay-per-view week, innit? There's always some nonsense that comes out that's a non-story. Because that technically is a bit of a non-story. Yeah, well, if she does, she does. Like, innit? It's fine, whatever.
And that's what they should all do now, and leverage that. So that's a whole good thing about having two massive companies.
No, it's good. She can go and be Charlotte 3.0. Great, good work.
No, she could well go to WWE. She could also just be sitting there going, "Oh, I could go to WWE." Be nice if I had a bigger pile of money to sit on here, though, wouldn't it? Which also fair point.
That's why it's good to have alternatives, isn't it?
Yes,
it's best for the people involved.
Yes.
WWEID or ID, which is the self-obsessed bit of the ego, isn't it?
Yeah.
The ego and the super ego.
We're getting philosophical.
No, psychological. The WWE ID Championship. I'm going to call them the ID Championships from now on. The WWE ID Championships will be open to all independent wrestlers once the champions are crowned. Huh? Yeah. You can't play until we win.
No, it's a cool way of announcing new ID signings, right?
Yeah. The titles would be better. Go on.
I think, if you have a championship match with non-ID talent, or that you're not aware of an ID talent, then it's a way of getting them a big signing, isn't it? Like, oh shit, they've won the belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally think this is a fucking horrible idea. The ID thing, I fucking hate it.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's a cool. That is a cool aspect.
End of the day, your wall's still covered in shit. If a non-WWE ID prospect wins the title, they will be awarded an ID contract. I mean, not to give the game away, but it's kind of predetermined. Stop trying to make out they've won through sheer force of fucking will.
Could you imagine people could go into business for themselves and just be like, well,
people could just go into business for themselves and just start fucking hammering people. Well, it says in the rules now, and you just get this fucking rogues gallery of mercenaries. I'm into it now. If that's what happens, if people just start fighting the fuck out of each other.
Says, well, I have to have a contract now.
I believe you'll find that'll quickly get amended. I'm sure it will. The ID tournament begins in Las Vegas during Wrestlemania week with two events. GCW presents the tournament at the Collective on the 16th. Is that tonight? It is tonight, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it's really early in the morning, though, for
Probably.
us. Future Stars of Wrestling will present the ID tournament on April the 18th after SmackDown. The opening round will be double elimination, 2 losses, and you're out. All WWE ID prospects are in the tournament so far. I think I got the times from.
That's in 5 hours. 1 a.m.
It's 4 p.m. American 4 p.m. American time, so whatever that is.
1 a.m. That time I'm just on Triller now.
I ain't watching that. I might watch it, but yeah.
Kylie Ray is there.
Oh, nice.
Is she?
Yeah. Yeah, she can't be in AEW around Chris Jericho, can she?
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah. Yes, this. Definitely Stratton and Charlotte for a promo /
promo of the year.
Yeah.
I've watched it more than any other promo, I have to tell you.
It's fascinating. It's genuinely. I'm not sure it's good, but it's fascinating.
It's like watching a shark eat a polar bear while driving a car into a wall that's on fire. It's just
generally disastrous, but also you can't take your eyes away.
It's it's brilliant. Like you couldn't have scripted this to go any worse. Like when something's so funny that you couldn't have written that.
She gives up. I did not clock it. I've had to watch it back multiple times because you pick up new stuff. But someone had said she does give up on the promo, and she does.
Yeah, you can visibly see her soul leave her body, and she's just like, It's like, well, you can hang. It's Homer. You can hang around here, but I'm going. And his brain just wanders off.
I think Mark Henry said the biggest mistake she said was, "You have the last word," and that's what triggered the. And then she did a weird voice thing. What the hell is that?
As you may have gathered from our description, it was an absolute train wreck.
That's
wonderful. Got deeply personal. Charlotte had discussed a recent divorce from Andrade on the Sherry Shepherd show that week. And after making Tiffany Stratton commented that Charlotte was 0-3 in marriages, which is
and
fucking
alone.
Great.
Yeah.
And alone. That was the bit that kind of really stuck the knife in for me.
Her face changed at that point.
Oh no, and then but it's like Tiffy rolls out and she just goes like, well, Kaiser's in my DMs, and I'm like, no.
What does that mean? That being sent like the only man in the universe has been accused of cheating and no one
believes it.
He's been playing into it well. Tiffy had done a video, hadn't she? And he commented on it. Check your DMs.
Oh, yeah.
The comments were quickly edited out the digital version of the promo.
The internet is forever.
Yeah, there's a version on Twitter and all that going around. Fightful were told that was a specific directive. Everyone that watched it, this line from Fightful, almost everyone that watched it on full believe it wasn't supposed to go down that way. I would fucking hope not.
There's one guy going, that was brilliant, ladies.
Exactly how we wrote it.
That was not exactly a bag of shit.
If you watch it again, what is interesting to watch, just watch Wade Barrett through the whole thing.
Really? Okay.
Oh, I'll have to go back and watch him because, I imagine he's just stood there like the Homer Simpson meme going back in
the 0-3 line. He's just like, oh, geez. And then he tweeted out on the night, don't know, can't remember who he said, I wanted to be like Michael Parkinson. I ended up as Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Something like that. But no, he's interesting to watch.
People haven't heard of any further altercation backstage, but heard that Charlotte Flair didn't appear to be pleased. A number of talent on the roster reached out and said that Charlotte is known to call audibles on promos and spots in the ring, and two talent said that Tiffany had to fight back after the side-by-side promo it seemed that Charlotte took control over. One long-time WWE talent said that going at Charlotte in that manner can be daunting, but it's something every talent has to be willing to do to keep up with her and not get run over. Another prominently booked women's talent said it was likely Tiffany Stratton was doing what she had to, but the prospect of going towards Charlotte seems like a horrifying prospect for anyone that does it. The general consensus backstage was Charlotte went off script first, calling herself the Nepo Queen, which didn't garner much heat. However, when Charlotte began mocking Tiffany's voice, a number of people backstage felt that she needed to fight back, but going personal to that degree without it being clear was ill-advised. No, it was beautiful. It was terrible and beautiful.
It's tremendous. It's like if I was hammered doing a promo in front of thousands of people and just went, fuck it. It's if you haven't seen it, find it and watch it. Give yourself is it 6 minutes or whatever for the full thing.
It's art,
and it almost goes full circle of being a tremendous promo.
Yeah. Neither the line about Charlotte's marriage or Charlotte's Ludwig Kaiser line was cleared. Charlotte addressing the crowd booing her directly also wasn't planned, but was called run-of-the-mill ad-libbing. It would never get anyone any heat. Heat on both women for a situation referred to as a wreck. Fightful didn't hear any issues backstage afterwards. Many at WWE got a laugh out of Ludwig Kaiser being a good sport and playing it up. A number of Fightful readers asked if the verbal joust changed WWE's planned outcome in the match. Fightful inquired.
Joust, unless they both fell off their horses.
That could happen in the joust. People can get really hurt. Both. They weren't told who's going to win, but creative direction hasn't changed in that regard. Well, we usually don't find out till the day of anyway, or maybe the day before. Ahead of the April 11th SmackDown, WWE filmed an attack angle capitalizing off controversy. They were told that WWE officials were happy that Tiffany and Charlotte responded and worked together after the uncomfortable elements last week.
Well, saying that, they didn't film it. They did the let's assume fans will film this and post it.
Oh, okay.
So it was in the parking lot and fans are welcomed. A bit like when Kevin Owens attacked Cody. And then that went viral very quickly. And then on the show, Joe Tess on commentary said, we can't ignore the video that's been going around. And they went, all we can say is that both women have been fined or given consequences for being unprofessional, and Charlotte has been asked to leave the arena. So they played into it really.
Was that after the promo?
Say again.
They were fined for the attack or the promo?
The promo.
Okay.
Yeah, so they addressed that.
Imagine being so shit at your job that you had to pay money to go to work.
Yeah. But no, they played into the real life aspect well. They managed to twist it and
blur
the lines very well.
I mean, I'm kind of weirdly
Charlotte then did come out.
Weirdly excited for this match in the hope that Charlotte Flair is just going to try and kill a woman.
Well, the Seth interview I mentioned earlier on, he was actually asked about this, and he said he's got a lot of views on it. He said, firstly, it's done wonders for the match. He said, otherwise, I wouldn't be here on a podcast with you talking about this match. He said, it's got everyone talking about it. It's got everyone wanting to watch it. He said, so as far as the match is concerned, I think it's the best thing that could have happened for it. He said, when you are working, though, he said, I work with people I do not like Punk, etc. He said there are boundaries, and you have to agree on what them boundaries are and stick to them. He was like, so best thing that happened for the match, he said, but if you have crossed boundaries, you need to be prepared for what's about to come to you as well. I thought he put it very well.
It could all be a really elaborate meta hoax, meta work.
I hope
it's
so.
Not. There's no way on God's green earth this was. But I actually could be.
Yeah, me too. I like to believe. They had a.
I'm excited. I wasn't that excited for the match. I'm absolutely buzzing for it.
I mean, if someone doesn't die, I'm going to be very disappointed.
That's your.
That's my theory with a lot of the Flair lineage's matches, to be honest.
It's true. I was going to say it's always a Flair thing. Died in the ring, 5-star match, 6th of Tokyo Dome.
I'd give it a 5-star match if Ric Flair. I'm not getting into the Ric Flair dying in the ring aspect. Go back and listen. Don't.
Mini stories. So we're coming back to that match. TJ Perkins is officially a free agent at the moment. New Japan made a contract offer, but he declined it. Those we Fightful spoke to say there was no ill will on either side, and TJ Perkins is continuing to work with him on a freelance basis.
People doing that.
Yeah. Very excited for this. Jade Cargill and Naomi is the first non-stip, non-title singles women's match in WrestleMania history. Just a match of a story.
And the one that was non-title was 20 years, I think.
I was going to say, what was it? I can't
remember.
Not this side of me watching it. I bet it was like a bra and panties match or something.
I do remember reading it. It was something.
Was it the mud one?
Oh, let's not dwell on this.
Tori Wilson and Candice Michelle, Playboy Power Fight. WrestleMania 22 in 2006.
How far we've come.
Yep.
Rich Swan's TNA contract expired. He is now a free agent. Kevin Knight recently became All Elite, but he's also signed to New Japan. He did say that he wasn't done with them, so that's good. Jericho is expected to largely move on from Ring of Honor after the Bandido feud has ended. He dropped the title at Dynasty, and he's about to go on tour, which explains what happened to Dynamite last week. However, only one of his tour dates is on a Wednesday, so he can still work if he needs to. I feel
but you don't need to. You don't. No, you don't need. Let Big Billiam and Bad Apple run free. Let them out of the Omega-verse, out of the Jericho-verse. And find some new people to latch onto and drain the juice out.
They're going on the Fozzy tour as roadies. That's what's happening. Big Bill can lift a lot of stuff.
He could get stuff off high shelves, yeah. No.
That's it. Fightful inquired of WWE sources regarding creative plans for the US title or Chelsea Green for Mania. She's not on it, which is a real shame. And we're told that as of last week, she's not scheduled for the show. Should be a shame. They put so many on the pod that was lost. I went into quite a bit of detail about how there's a lot of multi-person matches, and it felt like they were just doing it to get more people on the card. And there's been some quite lazy storytelling in quite a number of matches. She is one person who really did deserve to be on there. She has done tremendous work. But there's still time, you can see. And then lastly, Tony Khan has announced a Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship tournament.
It's been a while. I mean, there's a tournament ongoing at the moment, but let's have another one.
More tournaments all the time.
A round of tournaments. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think
the tournament.
Ring of Honor need a Women's Pure belt.
I don't watch Ring of Honor outside of the pay-per-view, so I don't know, honestly. I just don't have time.
And some fun news. AW Dynamite and Collision will be going to the Oval Hydro in Glasgow on Wednesday the 20th of August.
Lovely venue, that.
I did see that someone had snitch tagged Triple H in it, saying, never use this venue again as they are traitors. And I was like, some people need to not just touch grass, but get stuck in a tree trunk.
It's a venue. Like, you just hire it. I don't understand.
It's a building. It has no loyalty. Like, it's not a sentient thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have.
They go, here's a load of money. Can we use your building? Yeah, sweet. What's it for? Wrestling, sweet. As long as it's not bullfighting or something, and we're fine. Yeah, I can't get over some people's fucking brainworms at times.
It's disturbing almost.
It wrinkles my noggin.
Where else are you gonna go in Glasgow? They're gonna just be like in a random pub or something. WWE.
I mean,
if not even the Hydro.
Upstairs in the dog and handgun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Clash of Comics, formerly The Wrestling, announced for 8th of October at the Hammersmith Apollo. I've been there. The main event is Phil Kill Wang versus Ed the Gambler Gamble. Terrible names. After Ed, with Giant Man Bullet, stole Wang's championship belt at Progress. Wang was saved by Simon Miller and led down the challenge to win his belt back. He was wearing that yellow Kill Bill suit where you can see his cock.
From Taskmaster, yes.
That was a very strange paragraph to write, John. It was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, but I've seen it at the Fringe. Such a good show. Definitely go if you can.
show reviews, then we'll do Dynamite, and then we'll just do predictions, and I'll fill in many short parts there for WrestleMania. So Dynamite, which was first one since Dynasty.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, because we had the explanation.
Yeah, we had the fall. So it started off with Mox, didn't it, doing his explanation of what had happened and telling the Young Bucks he didn't need their help and all that jazz. It was all right. It kind of makes sense. I mean, I know a lot of people down on the Death Riders thing, and that's fine. I just need it to make sense, right? And it feels like we're in the end game of it now, and all the pieces are slotting into place. And
I've actually been more positive on it recently, to be honest.
It's fine. Like it's and I knew Swerve was never going to win. Like, just because people want it doesn't mean to say that that's what it was.
They've gone so far now that it's like, okay, they've got the end goal. They're going to stick to it. They've just got to stick the landing.
Yeah, you've literally got to stick the landing on.
They're actually saying that it's quite popular, but there's a disconnect between the actual fans and online fans. I don't know how true that is, but
Tony Khan was quoting the quarterly hour ratings and the spikes when it's Moxley and Death Riders. That's where that came from.
The only other bit that was annoying about this was Mox against Shibata, where they just had a hugging contest and it was first one to die, and I was like, it's kind of a knout match for me. But then all hell broke loose. The Young Bucks came down and explained why they did what they did.
So I didn't like the Bucks one. I was expecting them to be in cahoots. So like Mox made it clear he had no idea.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like, this is an elevator pitch to the Death Riders.
It was kind of like a gift to them as a peace offering because.
I haven't
I think
seen
that's the way. I think that's how they said it.
I just thought we didn't like Swerve very much. That was my
and it
assumption.
Was a gift. It was a gift to their friend Hangman.
We don't want Swerve to be champion again.
More questions than answers, not in a good way. And then Omega came out and said they were shredding their expenses.
Documents. He accused them of being cuckolds.
No,
there was that bit, wasn't there, of them like as they were leaving shredding documents? Like,
yeah, there was.
But I assume that was to do with the alliances that they'd formed with the Death Riders.
You don't know.
No,
this was before they left. Like,
no, I know.
They were scared of the Death Riders. That's sort of why we assumed they'd left. Like, because the way they were working from home. Because they were trying to take over and run it their way, and then Mox showed up and was like, actually, no, I'm just going to kill everyone. And they were like, well, we don't want to get our pretty faces hurt. And
it's a good reason to work from home. If Mox turned up my office and said he's going to kill everyone, I'd work from home.
Like the Belgian experiment, yeah.
Yeah.
Just smashing people's heads in with a stapler. But yeah, no, and Omega came out, accused him of being cuckolds, which I thought was quite fun. Told a bizarre story that didn't seem to go anywhere as well, about his mate's dog or something. And then Okada comes out, and then Swerve comes out, and then Pac came out, and I'm like, one thing AEW do love doing is just having people appear, like being announced at a regatta. It's just...
This made sense, though. So it transitioned into the match, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like this is normally the run up to a pay per view, not the fallout from a pay per view. The run up to pay per view is everyone running in, isn't it? Like, yeah. Then Pac and Swerve, we talked about it before. Like, Pac gets injured and Swerve they quickly end the match, and we got the $400,000  8-man tag match, which was fun. Just absolute antics everywhere. We got some more Beast Mortos, which I'm always going to be happy with. Ricochet being a shithouse. Everybody slapping Ricochet's baldy head, which is now the new thing that everyone's doing. And yeah, I'm into that.
I did see someone say we have been robbed of multiple segments of the Beast Mortos spending $100,000.
I know. But I also like, what was it, Briscoe? I'm going to diversify my portfolio. Like, good. But yeah, it was good. It was a good, again. It's an 8-man tag between 8 really good wrestlers. Well, 7 really good wrestlers and Action Andre. And nothing against the boy. I just don't understand why he's not even drinking loads of water anymore like he used to. Like, why did he give that up? That was a thing.
He's got a weird jacket now, though.
I mean, if he's going to the Jericho school of try a gimmick until something lands.
And trademark them all.
Trademark everything. That's where he's going. He's not on tour with Fozzy. He's off down the patent office. Then we got the good bit with the Hurt Syndicate. And MJF comes out and he's like, I did what I did for you. You know, you're welcome for my help.
He brought Shelton as well. Did you notice when he just came out and stood beside them?
Yeah, it was good. It was
Shelton
a good
was
little
fighting
bit.
for his life.
But yeah, they gave Shelton gave him the thumbs down, and he's like, well, what am I supposed to do? We got Thunder Rosa against Chris Statlander in the women's Owen Hart quarterfinal. The match was kind of overshadowed by Tony Storm being on commentary, just being a menace all the way. It's just brilliant. Again, the match is great. The match is good, but it doesn't matter because you've just got Tony making the commentary team corpse all the way through it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It sounds amazing.
Chris goes through to the next round. Jericho beats up a thing and says he's fucking disappointed. Good. I hope you are. And hopefully he's leaving them alone now. He's disappearing for a bit, and hopefully that gives them. And then Claudio and Wheeler against Hook and Samoa Joe. Very fun match. I mean, I'll take anything with Hook and Joe in it. Just suplexing lads all over the place. But it ended with Joe calling them dick riders.
Nice.
and sons of bitches, and they're coming for those trio championships. Which I'm not sure how if Pac's injured, but that's like maybe that's where we get the
I think Mox
steps in.
I believe so.
I mean, if we're going to get Samoa Joe and Mox, then yeah, I want to see Joe chop the shit out of him.
You want to see Mox's soul leave his body?
Yes. Collision. We got FTR explaining why they did what they did after Tony on Dynamite gave a great "you sons of bitches" and all that stuff. It was saying your daughter would be very disappointed in you and all that. It was very nice.
Nice.
And they were going to kill Tony basically.
Why not?
And Nigel gets in to save him. Danny Garcia comes out. It was a fun bit. Billy Starks against Jamie Hayter. Starks looks great. This is the thing of I'm assuming all the belts are going to move up one. Athena's going to get the TBS. Billy Starks is getting the Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay.
I think, but it was great. Hayter looks tremendous. Starks looks brilliant. And then Bowens against Blake Christian. That was fun. There was a Spanish Fly, John.
Yeah.
Spanish Fly.
There you go. I forgot that. I can't remember much. Oh, but the end of Dax Harwood against Daddy Magic and Cool Hand. Dax FTR against Daddy Magic and Cool Hand. And I don't know if you've seen it, but Daddy Magic gets busted open big.
No, I've not seen anything.
They beat the fuck out of him, and it's great.
Not many contexts you can say things like that and not sound psychopathic. We're like, oh yeah.
But someone said, I can't remember who it was. It's like,
no, but wrestling's one of them.
No. About like 2.0, Daddy Magic, Cool Hand, whatever they're called now. I don't know what their tag name is. But it's like they can be like genuine goofball, fun knockabout guys, or they can do that. Remember that? When was it? They did that really unhinged promo where they were both covered in blood.
Oh yeah,
all crusted on blood, and like I missed my daughter's birthday for this and that. And I'm like, that's a kind of rare thing that we never get to see. Like angry Daddy Magic sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never really thought of it that way.
To be able to pull both things off is within the same character is
and it makes perfect sense as well, and not seem like, oh, we're doing a big switcheroo. We got Athena against Harley Cameron. Athena killed Harley Cameron to death.
Oh.
I
love Athena. I love them both in different ways.
I know, but hopefully Athena comes into AEW this time the right way and sticks it out, like, because I think she's not far off. Was it 1,000 days as women's champion?
Right. Yeah. I could believe that's true.
So I think they might be going for that, go for the record, and then switch it out. Takeshita against Brody King, the men's quarterfinal. Just a fucking it's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's two giant lads absolutely knocking lumps out of each other, and it's brilliant.
That's one I might have to go back and watch.
The whole show was genuinely, like, since they got rid of Rampage, both shows seem to have improved.
Yeah, I feel like they're putting more effort into Collision. I don't know how to put it. Like, we don't want to.
Like, it's one of those things. It's like I'd watch Collision if it was on, but now it's like, yeah, I'll watch it. Like,
yeah, I used to miss more than I saw.
Yes.
Now I see more than I miss by a long way.
Like I said, you couldn't fill 5 hours comfortably, but you can kind of fill 4. Yeah. That's the thing. But yeah, they were both really good. Tonight, I can't remember what's on the card for tonight, to be honest. But
Athena and Monet.
Oh, Athena and Monet.
Not tonight.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And I think all the times have moved around as well because of Mania weekend. I don't think
Collisions airing tomorrow.
Yeah.
On Triller.
So I did get an email about it, but yeah, I don't. But yeah,
you got Hangman and his mystery opponent, which a lot of people assume will be Jack Perry now the Elite are back potentially.
Ooh, interesting.
I mean, it could be. There's a lot of people injured, and there's a lot of people who I haven't seen for a while. Where's Wardlow?
Osprey and Takeshita tonight.
Injured.
Ooh, I'll have a bit of that.
Final.
Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah. So it's we're eating good. Like, you know, there's just now that Jericho's gone, that'll free up some time to let other things happen.
Yeah,
like a raffle.
Jericho's gone, therefore good things will happen.
Yes. 7 thin cows and then 7 fat cows. That's what Joseph saw in his vision. That's from Joseph and his technical dream code.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to I'll go. We got the same name. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, AEW at the moment, I think is as good as it's ever been. There was that lull a couple of months back.
Where a wide range of references to this podcast. I'm just saying.
I'm good at them sometimes. Yeah. This is not one of those times. Yeah. After a couple of months ago when I was a bit down on it and stuff, I feel like we've turned a corner and things are all heading in the right direction now. Like I said, the women's division has got stuff that genuinely makes sense. I even kind of like Megan Bain, like, because they've paired her with Penelope Ford, and it kind of works. Penelope Ford chats shit, and then she just comes out and kicks fuck out of people, and I'm like, that's a good partnership.
Good dynamic. Yeah,
I like it. It's good.
Yeah, no, but I've been enjoying her. I didn't have any opinion of Megan Bain before this, but it's cool. She's won you around a bit.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm very fickle.
Just like the obviously
the Malcolm crown.
They'll see.
Let's get down to the card.
That wasn't a threat, by the way. It did sound like I'm going to show up with a hunting rifle. I'm not. No.
Stop saying things like that. We're going to get bashed.
I said I'm not going to.
You shouldn't need to say things like you're not.
I know, but I know that people take things the wrong way. Right, let's do. Oh wait, I think I've just shut my card down. Oh no, right, let's do this bloody card.
Oh Christ!
WrestleMania, 27 matches.
Oh, I don't want to.
It's 2 nights. It's still probably about what an AEW 1 pay-per-view is, so if you include
quality is not. No wait. Quantity does not equal. I don't know.
There's like
would you rather have like 8 really nice wontons or 12 kind of alright wontons? I'd have 12 alright wontons.
We know, thankfully, what's on each night. As I said to Joe before we recorded, they announced that over a week ahead of time, which normally you don't know until the day of. So, night 1, we have got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, or Chad Gable.
A big coffee.
Indeed. Chad Gable in the mask that he found on his trip down to Lucha Libre, which was daft as shit. It's quite funny. In a world of serious things, it's just daft shit. And Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable pretending to be a luchador.
But then I also saw Chad Gable holding up and advertising Hulk Hogan's shitty beer. So fuck him. Also, the fun thing would be, someone said, if he took the mask off and it wasn't Chad Gable, it was Kurt Angle. Like he rolls into the ring and then a different one rolls out and it's Kurt Angle. I'd be okay with that. I hope it's Ray. Ray's going to unmask him in it. Ray.
Yeah. I've got Mysterio.
Mysterious Ray. Let's put that. Oh, Mysterious Ray.
Well, that's going to be in my head for the next 4 days.
I've got a clip of a film starring Peter Andre I need to send you because I can't believe it's real. But let's just say he does a Jamaican accent in it, and I don't like it at all. And I've watched some shite, mate.
No, I know you have.
Yeah.
But you have a podcast about it.
No. But he's supposed to be a Cockney guy called like Archie Buckle or something. He's fucking mental.
Well, can we do a Hallmark of Greatness episode on it?
I don't know if I can watch it. I don't think I think I would die. Anyway. Next, Otis Cargill versus Naomi, non-championship fight, and this is for the attack, isn't it? I'm guessing.
Yeah, yes.
So it's gonna be Cargill.
I assume so, unless they're planning on dragging this out. But it's WrestleMania. It shouldn't. It should be Yeah,
it should be a big blow off for it, and there's not much more story left to tell with it.
I couldn't imagine so. I've only seen bits of it, so I don't really know. But
right, sorry, now they've gone. Yeah, this is. I want Naomi to win. Naomi has been doing incredible character work. I remembered what the gimmick was on the Lost episode. It is proceed with caution. So she's been wearing a load of gear that's got caution written over it.
Okay.
That she did a promo this week, and she has just got within her hair razor blades as hair clips in her hair.
That's not safe.
She looked unbelievable. But yeah, no, she's been. Naomi is. I'll put it this way: she might not win here. I can't see Cargill losing her first Mania.
No.
Yeah, fair point.
But Naomi has also been the star, and regardless of what happens here, Naomi has been so good, they have to make her a world champion at some point in this year. That's how good she's been.
Okay.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I just don't, like you said, it's just Cargill's not losing Mania, is she?
I'm going to go Naomi, because I think it would be... I can't see her losing the first one, but at the same time, I think it could be quite good for her character if she did as well. So
yeah, fair.
But yeah, Naomi has been phenomenal, and this is one of the few matches that's 1-on-1 that has got a big story going into it.
Cool. No, it's interesting. I'm intrigued in this match. I think Naomi winning could be more interesting, but I just think Cargill's not going to lose the first one.
Yeah. US Championship, LA Knight versus Fatu.
Future murder victim LA Knight versus future murderer Fatu. That's my prediction. Yeah. Fatu does a murder.
He's going to absolutely kill you to death.
Yeah. I'm there for the murdering. My only fear is if Fatu's been getting increasingly pissed off with Solo and that, and basically been telling him to leave him alone. The only thing I can see if his Solo came out and tried to help, but ended up losing him the match, and then that plays into their feud. I would rather Fatu win,
and he's got a belt,
and then Solo come out and attack him, or they attack him on SmackDown. I'd rather not be a distraction finisher.
Oh man, I want to see the Fatu celebration party on SmackDown.
Oh my goodness,
the next week. Yeah. Just a load of him sat on a throne of skulls. Yeah.
I've been seeing all the massive electronic billboards around Vegas with his face on. People lighting up the Vegas Strip.
Is he a wanted criminal? Should we be looking out for him? Oh no, it's just that terrifying man.
They're going to be like, where did he even get this throne of skulls from? It's not even a prop. It just appeared.
No. Raw Tag Championships,
New Day
versus New Day. They did have a match on Raw 2 weeks ago. Can't remember why it ended up having a non-finish.
New Day.
Yeah, I've got New Day. I feel a bit bad.
New Day, and we should have had it earlier because
a lot earlier. They've not really done much of them, but I feel bad for the SmackDown. Cause, well, I've not been that interested in the SmackDown tags. They have put a lot of time into Pretty Deadly DIY. Loads of tag teams where they've not done that on Raw, and the SmackDown tag titles are being defended on SmackDown. And I'd feel a bit insulted if I was them, because they've been putting quite a lot of work in, whereas this is just being thrown on, I presume, to give New Day that big moment.
Yeah.
To win it.
Again, it's against the War Raiders. It's not a prestigious match, is it? You know what I mean? Nothing against them, but
it'll be a good match.
It'll be fun.
Be great.
And again, if we've got New Day still being shithouses, then yeah, hopefully there's some shithousery to be had. But it's a bit of a filler match, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely. Then the World Heavyweight Championship, which is not main event, is main event Jey Uso challenging Gunther, and this has been a good example of one of them match builds where it was like let it play out, because it wasn't that exciting to build. People weren't that excited when Jey Uso won and chose Gunther, but they built to a crescendo wonderfully, which happened 2 weeks ago when Gunther murdered Jimmy and then bathed himself in the blood of Jimmy while zip tying Jey to the rope and making him watch it all. Jey then last week gave his probably the best promo he's ever got, where he literally, the crowd were trying to yeet and he was just like, stop. And he's like, stop. And he was like, I was scared of you. I had to answer to my mother about why Jimmy's like laid up in hospital, and I had to admit to her that I was scared of you. He went, but you've unlocked that now. He's like, I'm not afraid. And Gunther's facials are outstanding, because you can see in his face like, I've gone too far. I fucked up here. I pushed him. And then Gunther this week just came out on Raw early for his interview. Michael Cole had to like jump out of the announce table because he was trying to interview him in the ring. He's like, oh shit, he's here. And Gunther was just like, it was one of them. He's out of control, but he's in there going, I've never lost control in my life. I'm completely in control. When I bathed myself in his blood, I was in control. If I wasn't, I'd have drowned you and him in his blood. And he was like, yep, you can, because Jey said he was going to pray the night before for forgiveness for the man that he was going to become on the night. And Gunther went, you can pray all you want, but the bell's going to ring and I'm going to kill you. during it. It's built wonderfully, and it probably could main event in terms of how they built it now.
Like, because normally I'd be like, whatever, but it's Gunther, and I'm like, yeah, he could kill a man with his bare hands by accident.
Yeah.
Like when Thingy pets that rabbit too hard.
By shaking my hand too hard, possibly.
So I can't see Jay not winning. Jay is 3-0 down.
Yeah.
Against Gunther.
Okay.
Yes,
That's the story that he's never been able to beat him. And
storyline wise, I think it's Jay. But I just can't envision him not bouncing off Gunther like a tiny pinball. Like
they've had good matches. That's it. They've had good matches. The last one was that Saturday night main event.
I'm not seeing
and
it.
It was surprisingly good. And I think that's the story. Like it's them. I'm going to keep losing and learning every time.
They may have beaten me the first 8,001 times, but this time.
Earl meets once.
But I would love it if Gunther won. I would love it. Imagine the yeet party it would cancel if Gunther just won it.
I hope he does. I hope he kills him.
Okay. We're predicting a lot of mates.
The last championship match is the aforementioned women's Tiffany Stratton defending against Charlotte Flair in a God knows what's going to happen here now match. Because
I think it should be. I want it to be Stratton, but
I know.
But Flair is the relatable babyface that we all love.
She's not good at being a babyface. She's not very good at being a heel. Like that's the thing, isn't it? It's like you're just not good at either of them.
I mean,
at least Roman eventually found his feet being a shithouse. Like she couldn't even draw heat. Like everyone was just like, "This is bad. Stop." Oh,
she used to be good at it. I don't know what's happened recently.
I'm going to go Stratton, unless
I am as well.
Brackets, unless it goes mental.
No one wins.
No, unless it clearly goes off script.
Okay. Oh, you think that could happen?
As we said before, she's known for calling audibles, and what if Stratton goes, "Fuck you, I'm not doing that." I do. Yeah, throw you in the ropes and clothesline you. Fuck you. Ducks under. Bow right up the ass. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's gone wrong if she comes out with like bike or something. It's going to go very wrong.
What's she going to bike for? It's not Junior Kickstart. Yeah, but I've got a feeling it should be Stratton.
It should be Stratton. I want it to be Stratton. It's just this has happened before.
But I've seen this happen. Never bet against Flair, innit? Yeah,
Rhea Ripley specifically.
I can see her losing, and then I don't know. They run it back at SummerSlam, and she wins, and she's got to fight back. But I think it would be huge for her to beat her.
I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong.
It would make if they wrote it properly, it would make Charlotte's character more interesting, having to deal with losing. Because the bit I liked in Stratton's promo that went off the rails was when she went, "What were you doing when you were 25? You were like a failed whatever it was, drinking in your daddy's basement, and I'm 25 and I'm walking into WrestleMania as champion." Like for her to have to reconcile with that.
Yeah,
it's very interesting if they play it right and write it
very
right.
interesting, which is exactly why I don't think they will.
No, because every time they've had a chance to do something interesting with Charlotte, they've whiffed on it. Like even that return, we were all so excited for that return when she was running away from her scary thoughts.
Yeah,
and it could have been something great. And they came back and she went, "Just go out and do Charlotte Flair shit, mate. I can't be arsed." Like it just grows weary on you.
So one thing I liked about what you said in the news when they had the little stiff fight on SmackDown, obviously Charlotte had been sent home in storyline, but came out and attacked Tiffany. But she was in her street clothes and that. And it was a small detail, but I liked it because it was like, well, she'd been sent home. She's not going to be walking through the streets of wherever they were in a queen outfit, is she?
No, she's not packed.
Yeah, but it was a tiny detail, but I was like, okay, I appreciated that.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just like they need to do something with her other than just she's Charlotte Flair.
Yeah,
break her down and have to humble herself and come back up, like that kind of thing. There's things you can do. I joke about there being only 7 stories in wrestling, but I
think I sent a tweet to the group. It's kind of what you've been saying for a while, Joe. Of if they did what they've done with Roman and actually let her have to give layers to her character that were never there because she's always been pushed down your throat. Yeah. And look at Roman now. So Stratton for me. John's probably right though. I'll go in Charlotte Flair, and then the main event. Paul Heyman on a pole match: Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And I legit, I don't know where it's going. Backfill some stuff. Roman did a promo online, just amazing. I don't know if you've watched it. And I'm like, Christ, he's come so far from sucker in, succotash to I was
Yeah.
I was watching this on Twitter, and I was like, I just stopped what I was doing there. I wasn't distracted by anything, and he's basically like, he was like, my father didn't agree with me, and I was like, oh, he said I had this company on a chokehold last year, and I should have tightened it, and I loosened it, and then I've lost everything. My father didn't agree with me, asking me why did I need acknowledgement from people. And he's like, well, I'm the reason for Netflix. I'm the reason for this. He said, but somehow I'm the one who's out on my own now. I'm the one who's left alone. And he was like, we don't lose, we learn. Lessons learned. Don't trust anyone. It was phenomenal. Like, it's just his whole demeanor.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, so that's kind of his mottos going in, because obviously Heyman is now, the favourite is Heyman will be in Punk's corner. And then, as I said 2 weeks ago, people love to doubt Seth, but then Seth reminds people why he is there. So unlike last year, where it was on the night of WrestleMania that people found out why Seth was there, he is just mind gaming the shit out of everyone, because he is, if you go right back to his early days, he is the actor. Yep. Steps ahead of everyone else, and he reminded Heyman 2 weeks ago that both of these people abandoned him. Punk abandoned him when he left the company 10 years ago. Just left him high and dry. He's supposed to be your best friend, but where was he? And Roman abandoned you after WrestleMania and left you in the safe hands of Solo Sikoa, who he was like, what did he do? He powerbombed you through the table. And he's like, and where was Roman? And Heyman was like, he wasn't there. And he's like, yeah, none of them are your friends. And then he threatened very menacingly. He said, I can just take you out right now, Paul, and then you don't have to worry about it. One word, and I'll just put you down. And then he said, what was the line Punk likes to say? I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. And he started pushing Heyman, going, how much are you worth? And he's tapped him and slapped him across the face. Are you worth this much? Pushed him up against a turnbuckle. Punk came out, and Seth stomped him, and then fake stomped Heyman and shit him up, and then just went, you owe me a favour, which then sent everybody going crazy, going, no, it's not how favours work. So then on this week's Raw, Roman came out, and he said very rightly to Heyman, why, he said, favors. He said, why, I don't owe him a favor. He said, I never asked for him to be in the War Games match. That was you. He said, why am I paying the debt for your favor? Because the only one that's losing out here is me. He's right. Seth came out, and he said, yeah, I could have taken you out last week. He said, but that's not how. He said, I've said he owes me a favor. He said, but that's not how favors work, Roman. He went, favors are a choice. He's choosing to be with CM Punk. Just as he's going to choose not to give me my favor back. And he was like, Roman, you're so close to finally putting it all together. You've just got to realize it, that he's abandoning you. And Reigns, there was two subtle things in it. Reigns, his body position changed where he was stood next to Seth, staring at Hey.
Oh, no.
Right, like you were choosing to do this. And he ended up pie facing Hey to the ground after it. And Seth also said the line best for business. It's not being picked up. He came out dressed in, imagine the Shield gear, but in Seth's version, like modern Seth's version.
Right.
Okay.
So he had the full gear, but it was all levered up and all that kind of stuff, but he was dressed in the Shield gear. But people have also pointed out he was dressed pretty much like a Rock outfit many years ago when he was dressed in this kind of waistcoaty thing, but obviously he had the Shield patches on it. But he said the line best for business. I was like, ooh, that's what Triple H used to say, before Seth turned in the Shield. Because there are rumors that Seth and Heyman could end up leaving with Seth, and Seth has planted the seeds to make that happen now.
Yeah.
And then Punk came out, and because Roman was about to murder Paul Heyman, and Punk came out to save him, they all fought, and standing tall with Seth Rollins, he stomped both of them. But before he stomped them, he appeared behind his old friend Roman Reigns and hit him with that chair from behind. Someone pointed out they're 2-2 for that now, because Seth's original chair shot obviously broke up the Shield. There was one at a pay-per-view years ago that Roman did. There was WrestleMania last year, obviously, the famous one when he lost to Cody, and then Seth's done this one. So it's like they're 2 for 2 on that now. So yeah, Seth stood tall, and it's intriguing. I don't know where it's going to go.
No,
all I know is Heyman's going to win. That's all I know. I don't know who he's going to align with. I just know he at the end of the day is going to be the one who's on the right side of it.
I genuinely think it makes sense for Seth. But
same.
I'm between Seth and Punk. Roman's not with him.
He's the only one who doesn't make that much sense to me.
Yeah,
and he's on the crash out. Like these promos he's doing, he's on the crash out, and
Seth's whole downward stroke. Yeah,
Seth's whole thing is the future of the company, and people are picked. Oh, what's he going on about the future in the company? He's actually explained it much better in these interviews he's done this week. He said, "So Punk's a liar." He said Punk is a fake car salesman who walks around sprouting shit, pretending he's a good guy when actually he isn't. He said so. He's basically trying to create a lot of mini CM Punks in the industry, all these young people that he's helping, and they're going to be a bunch of selfish pricks who are going to burn this industry to the ground. He went, Roman is a part-timer who, if you have an industry full of part-timers, there's no industry. He went, I'm here every night, I'm here every show, I work through my injuries, etc. And that's how Seth's framing it. And I think if he wins, it continues his dominance over Roman, because it is dominant. He really has dominated Roman in matches. And it would also mean he's 2-1 versus Punk, because he lost a Netflix match, but he won the steel cage match when Roman pulled him out.
I'm going with Seth. It just, yeah.
And it would
be nice for him to get a Mania moment. Yeah.
I just want him to win something.
Is it Seth with Heyman walking out with him?
Yeah. And then they get on a Zeppelin.
That's ridiculous. I'm going to have a hot air balloon.
Well, whatever. Some kind of ordinance.
Some sort of balloon-based
mode of transport, yes.
Yeah.
He arrives by Zeppelin, leaves by hot air balloon.
Okay.
I will come back round to it later, because I don't think it might not be the last we see of him. Night 2, Randy. Well, it's not a match to.
We can't really pick, can we?
No. Randy will probably have a match. Obviously, KO hasn't thingied, so we won't do that one, but he will likely have a match. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. The most interesting person in this match is Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has done a better build for this match on his social media than WWE's writing team. He's been phenomenal, and he had a match of AJ Styles this week where not only does he have his hair like AJ Styles, Michael Cole commented that he'd even been to the kit maker of AJ Styles to get tights made in the style of AJ Styles, but with Karrion Kross.
Okay.
And Kross lost the match, but when he was going to get phenomenal form, he put his hands behind his back to take it. And the whole story that Kross is talking about is, I've worked 12 years, like grind and everything to be a wrestler and be in this position. And AJ needs to awaken the old AJ, because if he lets Logan win, all that work means nothing, because you can just be a YouTuber and come in and do what the fuck you want.
Yep.
And that is the story. And that's what Kross is selling. And he's brought out this side in AJ.
And I'm buying it.
And also, Joe, guess what Kross came out to?
Oh, did he come out to the good old music?
He's brought it back.
Fuck yes.
I thought it was going to be the costume.
No, not the old costume. No, not Samurai Zardos. No.
He's back. He's back in full.
Oh man, yeah, again, because it just came up on a random playlist the other day. I was like, God, that's a good entrance tune. Why did they ever get rid of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to go Paul, and then that will lead into Karrion and AJ as a little feud.
I'm going Paul. You may have noticed I'm in a cynical mood, so.
Yeah, and he's lost quite a lot, Logan Paul, which I'm glad about, but.
The only thing that's on the line is the nature of the business, so you'll probably win that.
Well, we've had. Yeah.
As I said, with it being so Karrion Kross built, that feels like Styles needs to lose to carry on that. IC Championship, Intercontinental Championship, Breaker defending in a fatal 4-way against Finn Balor. Dirty Dom, he's quite a big favourite going into this. And Penta. I'm not going to go into all the stories I've intertwined and intertangled. Balor's on the cusp of being kicked out of Judgment Day. He's kind of on the outside looking in and pissing people off, hence being pushed away more. Penta has been feuding with Breaker for a while. I can see Dom winning this. I can see Penta and Breaker, because they've had a lot going on, kind of taking each other out. And Dom just kind of finding Balor lay there in the ring and
just sneaking the win.
Being opportunistic and taking...
You make a good point, but I am scared of Penta. So
Penta and Phoenix haven't interacted yet either, have they? So it was like Phoenix could come out and help him, but that takes him out of the singles run then, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, and they're currently on different brands.
Yeah, but that don't matter. It's Mania, isn't it? Like,
no.
Yeah, if you're going for that, then I'll go with Dom. Yeah.
But again, someone said this is a rare occasion where any one of them could win, and it would make sense. Like the stories you've told throughout.
Have they done that thing of backing themselves into a corner with Braun again, like they did in NXT, where they just run out of people to throw at him? Oh, okay.
No.
I bet at some point, Penta's going to shout "No fear," and then
you
don't get points for that, because that always happens. I bet he does his fun walk down to the ring as well as doing that.
I love the fact he keeps doing it though. Every time he gets punched in the face, and every time he's
apparently that's a nod to like a legendary luchador.
Is it?
Dom was asked about it in an interview. He's like, "Oh, was it?" He said, "I just thought he had something stuck up his ass."
Lovely.
walk into the ring.
I've started doing it when I get out of the shower and I'm walking to the bedroom because it's quite fun to do in the nude. Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
Obviously, it's only been there 4 months.
No fear, John.
All fear. All the fear.
Stop looking at the top of my stairs then.
So that's that one. That's it. Cool for Penta. It's only been honestly 4 months, just over.
Yeah, no,
He's
again, but yeah, phenomenal talent, deserves.
He's earned it. He's in that spotlight.
Oh cool. Man, Penta's Mania intro. If they don't just set fire to the arena, then what are we even fucking doing here?
Everyone inside.
Everyone inside it, and he's just creeping around. Right, yeah.
I was going to say the one problem is the daylight, but they're under a roof.
That's the one problem.
No, because they're in Las Vegas. So for it all to start at the times that it normally does, it's actually kicking off there about 4 o'clock.
Right.
So like Stand and Deliver's 10 a.m. on their time and Las Vegas time. WrestleMania is like 4 p.m. when it starts, so it's going to finish about 7 or 8. So it's only going to really be like the main event that would be in nighttime for like cool entrances. But the stadium's got a roof on, so it's not an issue. Like Penta can come out and have
you can just drop the lights then, yeah.
The lights and all that.
So they can set fire to the arena.
Could they not just put his face on that big ball that's in Las Vegas?
Oh yeah.
Just have Penta's face spinning around. Yeah. It's a giant Penta head rotating like that. That'd be fun.
That would terrify you, wouldn't it?
Occasionally it goes back, sticks its tongue out.
What will be a fun match? The Sin City street fight, McIntyre versus Priest in the Lost Pod. I did say I feel this needs a stip because they've been the last time we'd seen them in London. McIntyre got put through real glass on a car as Punk walked past him. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, there's been pictures of him in an optician's. He actually got glass in his eye, McIntyre, and he's been wearing an eye patch. But there's been videos of him in opticians getting checked, and like I generally don't know if it's real or not.
Doesn't Punk have opinions about real glass?
Well, that was a funny thing on it because Punk was walking out for his promo and he walked past and just looked at him lying on the glass and smiled and walked off.
Oh, okay. I misheard you.
It was not, and it was in London, which made it even better.
I like that.
So yeah, they ramped it up. It's got to be Drew for me. This was not a match people were that excited about, but the two of them have done great work in reminding everybody. Actually, they have got history going back to last year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
When McIntyre lost the title to Priest, and then the rest of the year he tried to get it off him, but kept getting distracted by Punk. So
nonsensery.
Drew
He also
needs a win.
Didn't Drew gave a statement this week as well saying people coming to Mania support the collective, wear deodorant, and I was like, yes, you shouldn't have to tell people this, Drew, but apparently you do. Yes.
He did his do's and don'ts. Don't approach us at the airport. Don't approach.
Don't hang around outside hotels. Do shower and wear deodorant.
Yes, he's very good. The World Championship, Io Sky versus Bella and Ripley. This is a triple. It's one of these, like, how they got there is stupid. I'll be honest, it's been stupid how they've got there to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said there's been a lot of lazy writing in a lot of the matches. I listened to Summit and it was right. It's like, once Mania starts, all the build goes out of your mind. And, like, it's begun then. And the actual matches are going to be phenomenal. Like this. This is going to be phenomenal. These three women. The build's been shit, but Bianca's kind of turning heelish as a result of it, which I kind of like. She's also dealing with all the Naomi and Jade stuff as well on the side as well. And I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't, because Io has been presented as other in this, but deliberately so. Like it's always about Rhea and Bianca, and they literally keep pushing Io away, and she just keeps beating the fuck out of him, going, "No, I'm the champion. Pay attention to me." So I feel like she should win, but Belair's got this WrestleMania streak. It's only small, but she is like 5-0 or 6-0. It's getting to the point now where it's becoming
something worth maintaining. Yeah.
Now Rhea could take the pin. And you could claim, well, she's not being pinned, but she would still lose the streak, which I don't think would work for me.
No, he still lost the match, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I really don't know. But it's going to be a phenomenal match. These three are incredible.
I'm going to spin my giant Penta head round, and I'm going to go with Bella.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Just
because
like
of the streak.
For the streakiness of it, but also...
Yeah, the streak's the only thing that's making me go for that.
Yeah, but it'll be a great match. And then, don't know why that's there. And then the main event of the evening is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Cena's showing up on SmackDown. He's not been around for a couple of weeks in Europe. Again, I don't know where it's going to go.
Cena's gonna win.
That's my feeling, but I can also see Cody winning. But
he's had his limousine ride.
Again, it'll be a good wrinkle to Cody. Cody did a very Cody but quite fun promo on SmackDown where he had out every WWE championship from the last 20, 30 years, like all the designs. So obviously there's the winged eagle that's famous, but then they had the big winged eagle, they had the spinner belt, they had them all. Yeah. And he was basically giving a promo about the lineage of it all, and he was like name checking who's synonymous with each belt. So Eddie Guerrero was one of the one that Brock Lesnar that he beat for. And then obviously there's a spinner one, which he was like, and this is what John's famous for, because John's whole thing is I'm gonna win this championship and basically fuck off with it. That's his thing going into the match, isn't it? Because screw you fans for what you put me through. But yeah, it was a good fun promo. Again, we've not heard or seen from The Rock since Elimination Chamber. I feel like he could appear here.
I think he will.
Yeah, and a giant mechanical spider.
No, Scorpion.
Yes, he comes dressed as the Scorpion King. So he's kind of all made of plasticine, so it's shitty.
Yeah, not the one in the Scorpion King film. The End and Movie Return Scorpion King.
Yeah, the crap one.
Yeah.
Yes.
There for that.
Get that in your books.
A clean sweep on Cena.
I think I don't know where to go with his retirement year if he loses it.
True. I think it'll be good if he won it. And it's a great way for him to get 17.
Yeah.
As a heel.
That'd be cool.
This is the only time he's not had it.
I think maybe Rhodes wins it back before retirement year's up, but this makes sense to me.
Cena drops it in the ocean.
There's just no title anymore.
It's just for honor.
Like we had the Titanic with the
they have to send
diamond necklace.
Yeah, the heart of the ocean.
Yeah.
I can, and you can get.
He said Katy Perry into space
Punk again. Cena can beat them.
I did send Katy Perry into space. It's a weird fucking timeline.
Yeah. Cena sends the belt into space. It comes back with powers like the Fantastic Four. Think about it.
We've got Netflix money now. We can afford it.
Yeah, they've got Netflix money. Whoever wears the belt gets a different power. It's like that. The Room. No one's ever seen that series, so never ignore that.
I'd watch that. I'm on board for that storyline.
I'm going to throw a wild one out here, so I'm pitching for a bonus here. That Cena will win. Rock will be there, whether it's during the match or after the match.
Yeah.
And they will be beating down upon poor Cody Rhodes, because obviously The Rock hates Cody for what he did last year to him. And Cody's shield, Seth Rollins, will come out.
And beat the fuck out of him as well.
Presumably to help him, but
no.
he and Heyman will be with The Rock and that, because Heyman maybe always been taking orders from The Rock deep down. Seth has been asked directly on an interview this week, would you ever side with The Rock? And he went, well, I'll always do what's best for business, and if it's the right thing, if I don't feel someone's taking things in the right way, I'll do whatever it takes, whether the crowd like it or not.
As we discovered recently, you can't trust wrestlers in interviews.
Yes, directly. But I'm paying attention, because last year Seth said little details that we missed. Like when he said, "I'll be your shield." That was the story. That was the story of Mania winning. And the two things that he said that I pointed out, one before, he said best for business, and this is a very corporate line of joining that. The second one was, he normally talks about Punk when he criticised him as being like, you've gone away and took your ball, you ran away from the business for 10 years, and he's always very precise about Punk and 10 years. Now, he did this on Raw, but he removed all that aspect. He just talked about these people who take the ball and run, didn't give a specific time, didn't give a specific number of years or number or person, come back when we're good, and then take it all. Cody Rhodes did that.
Yeah. It's again.
I guess you could argue Seth sees Cody doing
Rock's
that.
definitely appearing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Cena probably hands him the belt, and then Rock goes, yay, I'm champ now.
I don't need it. I've got this belt from Muhammad Ali's wife.
Yeah, well. And then he just takes his belt off and kicks fuck out of Cody with that some more as well.
Yeah.
It turns out the Rock is just made of belts.
Trying to get as many belts as possible to actually get more powerful.
That's because, again, I'm saying, if you look at the Tooth Fairy, the film, he's way smaller in that than he is now.
He is a monster now.
It's like the human equivalent of Tyrak, but if Tyrak just sold belts. Yeah.
What a metaphor that was.
And that's enough, isn't it?
That is it. So yeah, Mania weekend. I would like to, at this point now, I don't want to see Rock and SmackDown. just saving now for WrestleMania.
Yeah, it'd be a big surprise.
And
Well, it's not gonna be a big surprise, but it'd be a good
and this bit
on the Sunday. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. And obviously, as we always say, WrestleMania is the big show this weekend, but there's a hell of a lot of stuff going on around it. Which
all
you
over
can
the place.
Get eyes on. There's a lot on Triller and all sorts. So yeah, go and watch the shit out of everything. It's a wonderful weekend of entertainment. So enjoy. Midnight starts in the UK. Starts slightly earlier.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I can't do
Yes.
the only one anyway. 'Cause I got guests.
You do.
Selfish guests.
How dare they? Yes, thank you everyone for listening. It's good to be back, and goodbye. See you next week on the other side of all this.
He does, but eats weird stuff. He'll eat an entire bowl of fruit.